am directing a abridged version of Noel Coward's Private Lives, Act 2. My actors are Eric Dawn, Matt Policastro as Amanda and Elliot, and Kaylee Richards as Sybil, and Philip Wales as Victor. Prior to the scene, Amanda and Elliot have just left their spouses and have fled to her flat in Paris. Hope you enjoy the show.
Would you like some brandy?
Just a little.
Glad we didn't go out tonight.
Or last night.
Or the night before.
There's no reason to, really, when we're so cozy here.
Exactly.
It's nice, isn't it?
Strangely peaceful. I suppose it's a terrible reflection on our character, as we absolutely tortured by our conscience.
We are, every now and again.
Not nearly enough.
We sent Victor and Sybil a nice note from wherever it was. What more can they want?
You're even more ruthless than I am.
I don't believe in crying over my bridges before I've eaten them.
It's very sensible. I wonder if they've met each other, or if they're still suffering alone.
Let's not go on about that again. It really does make one feel rather awful.
I suppose one or the other, or both of them, will turn up here eventually.
Bound to. And it won't be very nice, will it?
Perfectly horrible.
Do you realize that we're living in sin?
Well, not according to the Catholics. Catholics don't believe in divorce. We're as much married as we ever were.
Yes, dear, but we're not Catholics.
Oh, I know, but it's nice to think they'd sort of back us up. We were married in the eyes of heaven, and we still are.
You may be all right in the eyes of heaven, but we're in a hell of a mess socially.
Oh, who cares?
We're going to get married again, after Victor and Sybil divorce us.
I suppose so. What do you think?
I feel rather scared of marriage, really.
It is a frowsy business.
I think it was our marriage and being bound together publicly that ruined us in the first place.
Well, that, not knowing how to manage each other.
Do you think we know how to manage each other now?
This week's gone, right? We've hardly had to use Solomon Isaacs at all.
Solomon Isaacs is so long. Let's shorten it to Solomon.
Very well.
What fools we were to subject ourselves to 5 years of unnecessary suffering.
Well, perhaps it wasn't unnecessary. Perhaps it mellowed and perfected us into beautiful, ripe fruit.
When we were together, did you really think I was unfaithful to you?
Yes, practically every day.
Yes, I thought you were as well. I had these terrible images of you bouncing around on divans with widows.
Widows?
Well, I was thinking of Claire Lavenham, really. Did you ever have an affair with her? Afterwards, I mean.
Why do you want to know?
Curiosity.
Dangerous.
I'm not now. I'm dangerous now. 5 years is a long time to be celibate, and I wouldn't have expected you to be so any more than I was.
What?
Claire was undeniably attractive, a trifle short of vivacious, although I suppose that was because she was fundamentally
No,
stupid.
what do you mean about not being celibate during those 5 years?
Well, what do you think I mean?
God.
What's the matter?
What do you think is the matter?
Don't be unreasonable. I was only trying to stamp out the memory of you. Well, anyhow, I suppose your affairs far outnumbered mine.
Oh, well, that is a little different. I'm a man. It doesn't suit a woman to be promiscuous.
It doesn't suit men for women to be promiscuous.
Oh, how very modern, dear. Really, your views are quite advanced.
Don't be cross, Elliot. 5 years is a long time. And if I did nip off with any one of it, once again, they were none of them very serious.
God, stop it.
Well, what about you?
Do you want to know?
No. No. No, I take it all back.
I was madly in love with a woman in South Africa.
Did she have a ring through her nose?
Don't be revolting.
Quit tormenting me, Alana. Come sit, sweet. I'm scared. We should have said songs ages ago.
We're in love, all right?
Don't say it so bitterly. Let's make the best of times instead of the worst.
Are you engaged to this dance?
Funnily enough, I was, but my partner was suddenly taken ill.
Oh, it's this damned smallpox epidemic.
As a matter of fact, I believe it was kidney trouble.
Still, you don't have this dance with me, I hope.
I should be charmed.
It's quite a nice floor, isn't it?
Yes, it needs a little borax.
Oh, I do love borax.
Is that the Grand Duchess Olga hiding under the piano?
Oh, why, yes. Did you hear her husband passed away just 2 weeks ago on his way back from Polborough?
Polborough? What was he doing in Polborough?
Oh, no one knows exactly, but they have the usual stories.
I see.
Such delightful parties that Lady Bundle always gives.
Entrancing. Such a dear old lady.
So gay. Did you see her at dinner the other night when she was blowing shrimps out of her ear trumpet? What are you thinking about?
Nothing in particular.
Come on, I know that face.